Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am working on a couple things and I thought I'd come and show you. I haven't had loads of time, so it's a little disjointed at the moment, but I just wanted to come on today and maybe do a craft with me or something so that, you know, I could hang out with you guys for a bit. So the first thing is my friend Denise at Wondubar Crafts has a new digi out, and I'm on her design team, so I'm working on something for her. And so this is her digi that's dedicated to her mother, who just passed away recently, and this digi is called Martha. So it's very nice digi, and it's just great to have Denise back, so I'm super excited. I will leave her link in the description box below so that you can go check out her channel and her Etsy shop and all that. So it comes with lots of pieces of ephemera. This is like a journaling card. I've cut these out just so that, you know, I can use them whenever. There's lots of envelopes in different sizes. Well, I think these three are the same size, and then this is another size. So it's very pretty and floral and kind of a sea foamy sort of a color, turquoisey with the pretty lilies. So, and it says chocolates, which I love. And then there's like a clock and tickets. Some of these I printed, these are on thicker like cardstock paper. These ones are on regular copy paper because I want to be able to add them to things or collage with them or whatever, you know. I like the envelopes to be able to fold up easier than they will with cardstock. And these are, you know, like little flags. So there's 3 of those. And there's another ticket. And these frame type, you know, label sort of things, and big tags, nice big tags. I like the size of those. And then this kind of torn tag, that's a neat touch. And then some journal cards, and there's 4 of those, and another ticket. And there's 3 of these stamps, which I've already cut out and inked, and I used my decal edge, these old ones that we used to use scrapbooking. This one's called Ridge. I don't even know who made these, but anyway, there's, you know, there's all kinds of that stuff, but I just cut it with those instead of trying to cut out each little loop-de-loop of the stamp. And then she has postcard backs, so you can add whatever you want, or you could, like, I was thinking of decorating these, and then this would be the back for journaling. And then beautiful papers, like kind of background paper. There's lilies, and there's kind of, it's probably hard to see on the camera, but there's birds like in a nest all across there. It's like the same image repeated, and that's just really pretty because it's very soft and subtle. This kind of collage-y page. This is like ledger, and there's a flower and a clock and the postcard stamp thing. So that's really cool. Music paper, kind of antique-y with the clock and the fleur-de-lis, or whatever you'd call that type of design. Or music paper with lily overlay. And then the clock repeat and tickets and the little stamp image. And then some actual journaling pages, you know, that you can fold like this and put in your journal, or fold like this, put in your journal, however you want. So there's a couple of those. And then another ledger with that same bird that's on that other page that it repeats. There's just one big one on this one. So, very cool. Like it a lot. So I got at Home Depot, which I'm insane, a giant roll. And by giant, I mean a giant roll of pink painter's masking paper. And like I said, Home Depot is where I got it, but I'm thinking I'm going to be cutting this into smaller sections, like either 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11 sheets, and I'll sell them on my Etsy shop if you do not want a giant roll. So you can just, I'll just put them on my Etsy shop, and if you want some but not that much, you can get some that way. But I do love to use that stuff for wrapping and whatever. So anyhow, I got some of that, and I did the technique that Gail Augustinelli just did this last week with her the 9 by 12 envelopes. where she covers them with all different types of paper and stuff like that. Well, I did the same thing with a file folder. So I crumpled up that paper so that it gives it this, you know, kind of crumply feeling, because it's kind of thick. It's a lot thicker than the green version of the paper. So I didn't feel like I would be able to, you know, squeeze it enough and stuff to get the ripples. So I crumpled it, unfolded it, crumpled it, like 3 different times I did that. And then I put Mod Podge all over the outside, and then, you know, unfolded that, you know, wrinkly paper and laid it out all over the file folder. And then folded the sides over just like Gail did in her video, and I'll link her video below so that you can go see how she did it, because she does an awesome job showing you how to do it, so there's no reason for me to do it again. But anyways, I did fold it over, and then I Mod Podged the inside, and I didn't love the color that it changed it to. I liked the softer pink version. So this is fine because I'm going to cover the inside of this with different paper. This is just so that it's, you know, you've got a nice edge and everything in here. But on the outside I left it, and I did not cover it with Mod Podge, but it feels really stuck. Like I don't even have any bubbles. I don't feel any like movement, so I think it's fine. I don't think that's a problem at all. I just realized I didn't ink along there. I finally got one of these crazy makeup sponge things to ink with. I've been wanting one for a while, but I think they're expensive for what they are. I mean, they're no different than this type of stuff, but anyway, I was being cheap, like always. So, anyway, I just liked the feel of it like this better than this, and I liked the color. So, but if you choose, obviously, put Mod Podge over the outside to protect it. I think it's fine because it feels fine. So I folded this. I cut this file folder. So normally this is about where the crease is, right? I cut it down to 9. So it's 9 inches wide. And I had one with the tab in the middle. The tab is actually under here. So I just folded the paper over, and it's kind of cool because it gives it, like, you know, when it's closed like this, it just has almost like a handbag feel to it. So I just left that there, but you could cut it off. So it's 9 wide. And then the height I did not change. It's like 9.5 because this is the original tab, so 9.5. And this I did cut this strip. No, I didn't. I didn't cut it this way at all. Sorry, I'm forgetting what I did because I changed things a few times while I was in the midst of doing it. So I kept the file folder the same size as it was originally. It just got cut down to 9 inches wide. Okay, I hope that's clear. And then I folded the gusset into it. So you know how at the bottom of the file folders there's the 3 score marks so that you can, you know, just have it folded in the middle, or you can make a gusset. Well, I brought it over to the furthest line, this, you know, this direction, the furthest one and the middle one, and I just turned that into a gusset. So that'll be the gusset for my book, and you can see it better this direction. And then I folded that over. That flap is just over 2.5 inches, so 2.5. And then this one is, with the tab, is 3.5. Okay, so that way I will glue this down after I cover this with paper, and there will be a pocket here, kind of like that one that I did in the other file folder. I'm not going to put this one into another file folder. I'm just going to make a journal. But this way, you know, you have a flap that opens, it opens, there's a pocket, and then the journal is here. I hope I didn't totally confuse everybody because, you know, that wasn't a very good description. But so what I wanted to do today is cover the inside with this pink paper that I had. I was going to use Denise's paper, but because it's 8.5 by 11, I just didn't like how much of this was left showing. So I just found a pink paper that I had in my stash, and I'm just going to cut it so that it'll, you know, cover the inside portion of this. Right. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys because I have been working on those Halloween ladies that I was showing you last time. So I have the ghost and a witch and a cat. And this was one of the original ones. It was like she was dressed up like a straw bale or a straw, you know, bundle or whatever you want to call it. So I kept that one. I just liked it. And the devil, this was originally a monkey, but I turned it into a devil. And then the pumpkin. So I kept this one original. I kept the pumpkin original. The cat was supposed to be a monkey as well. This was supposed to be like, you know, the monkey with the hat that sits on the net grinder's box or whatever. That's what it was, that kind of a monkey. But I just turned it into a devil. And then I just drew the witch and the ghost. So anyway, I am still working on that, and I am going to do a digi out of it. I just have to I have to figure out what background papers and all that kind of thing I'm working on. So be patient with me. I'm working on it. So anyhow, because I have chaos raining again, because it's that time of the year. With band back on, it's going to be non-stop from here till November essentially. So yeah. So we're going to cut a piece that's about 5.5, a little more than 5.5 by 8 3/4. So 8 3/4 tall. I need to cut off that white thing. So I hope everybody's having an awesome day. I had a good one. I went and fed 150 kiddos. Well, it's about 120, I guess. But yeah. So I just go help feed. I didn't cook or do any of that. There's somebody else who does that load of work, which is a lot. And then what did I say? 5.5? 5 3/4. Oh my gosh, see, I already forgot. I am telling you. Oh, no, it was supposed to be 8 3/4, and I cut it. I only have 2 sheets. Oh, fiddlesticks. Let me see if I can turn it the other direction, if it'll... I guess it won't matter. I mean, there's glitter, but I don't really care about the glitter. I'll just turn it this way instead of the other way. That was brilliant. So let's try this again. 8 3/4. If I mess up again, I'm out of luck. And then I'm gonna make sure. This way. Yeah, I don't care if we cut off the glitter. I really don't. I'm gonna go a tiny bit more. Because you're really not going to see the glitter anyway, because it's all the way at the edges. There's a little at the top, but that's fine. So this will go in here. And I'm not worried about the spine, because, you know, I can cover that with something else or whatever. So it'll be like that. We need another piece at 8 3/4. So yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. It is broiling hot, which is a must during band camp. It cannot ever be semi-cool during band camp. It's just against the rules. So, and we don't want to mess up any of these rules. I don't know what it is, but seriously, it's been cool all summer. But band camp is always just misery because it is so hot. And you should see all those kids, they're all sunburnt. I mean, it doesn't seem to matter how much sunscreen you put on them. They're all sunburnt and melting. So, yeah, it's fun. And my kids love band, but they do not particularly love band camp. And they probably would. It's just the heat gets to you. You come home and they're just whooped. Of course, they do get there at 7:30 in the morning, and they're there until, they didn't get home yesterday until almost 4 o'clock, so it's a pretty long day. And they're not out in the heat the entire time. They do come in, do some stuff, and like have lunch and, you know, all that kind of thing, so it's not like torture, but it's warm. Even 10 minutes out there and I'm done. I just can't tolerate the heat though anymore. I used to be better at it, but I'm just a wimp. I'm one of those fainty kind of people. I get all weird, faint. When it gets too hot. And all the crazy stuff we do at this time of the year, like fair and all of it is just so hot. Alright, I'll stop with the hot dog. Alright. Where'd I put my glue? See, this is, I'm bad enough regularly, but when I haven't had time to do the things that I need to do, I really get lost. I forget my own name, sometimes it feels like. So, the other day, my husband and I were out, like, trimming trees and, you know, pulling up some irises that have gotten overgrown and just all kinds of stuff like that. And I got stung by a wasp, and I've had that happen before. I've actually been stung by 2 at one time on my legs because I got too near their nest, and the same thing this time. I just didn't know it was there, and I walked around our pine tree, and I just walked right in front of where it was and didn't even see it, and I got stung on my arm. That hurts, like you know it hurts because you're always like, I don't want to get stung, that kind of thing, but that is just the worst. I mean, I'm not going to say the worst pain ever because it's not, but it hurts so bad. And my whole arm, like the next day, it wasn't, well, actually later that day, I had put some like lavender oil and stuff on it, and so it was actually looking pretty good. I thought, ooh, I got away good because you know, I don't think I'm going to have too bad of a time with this. But the next day, oh my gosh. My whole arm was like swollen and just disgusting. I mean, the color of it, well, even still today, is just, it's really ew. But the itching was basically unbearable. How did I get it so, I got it totally crooked. How did I do that? Leave it to me, I'm telling you. You think you're lining it up, but I don't know what I was lining it up with. Nothing useful. Let's try that again. Let's see if we cannot do a better job. So yeah, anyway, that was not fun. And it has turned a beautiful, like, disgusting purplish color, but at least the swelling has gone down, and it itches, but not anywhere near the way it did. I was a big whiny crybaby. I'm not good with that kind of stuff. I do not like, well, I mean, nobody does, but it was not good. Not good at all. So anyway, I'm going to ink this in here a little bit. I just thought I should probably do that before I put the other page on. So I can just kind of get the edge here. I don't care how dark I get it because, again, it's going to get all covered up in the end. Let's see where I have the, oh, what's it called? Mod Podge. right there. It's like resist, resist. So this piece, I could handle a little glitter on there, I think. It's going to go like right there. And then what I'm going to end up doing, I wonder if I should trim that first. I think I should. Yeah, because it's got that weird flap, and so I'll probably end up doing something else for the flap portion. So let me see what it measures. Oh my goodness. I'm going to say a little over 8 3/4. And I'm using tea dye ink. I finally got one of those, so I'm like, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. Let's see. Yeah, because that'll go to there, and then I'll do something else on this flap. Now hopefully I can get this straight. But yeah, so wasps suck. And I don't know, it seems like, tell me if you guys are having this problem this year, but it's incredible how many wasps we have. And I have a birch tree out back, and never before have I had any issues with them coming to that tree. They are literally swarming that tree this year. It's like, it produces those little, I don't know, there's some kind of little, like, they're not pods, but little things that hang from it anyway. And they must have some kind of sap or something in them that they like, because they are all over that. I mean, the whole tree is literally buzzing. So we put up wasp traps in that. And then my 2 pine trees out front have had huge nests. And we have our, around our house sprayed, you know, multiple times a year to prevent spiders and wasps and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, you know, out in the bushes and stuff, I don't normally care, and it's not like they normally bug us that much, but this year it has just been crazy how many wasps we've had. I just can't get over it. I don't know why. I mean, we've always got some, but it's just like too many for one area. I would have understood before our subdivision was done being built, because, you know, but now it's like all just houses and stuff, so I don't know what they're so attracted to. And it's not like we had a super wet winter or anything that would make you think, oh, well, the plants are producing something that they like more than normal. I mean, it's just been weird. Why is it when I try to do this stuff, when you guys are with me, I cannot? Why do I fight it so bad? I got it. Sorry, I just moved the whole camera, didn't I? This is what happens when I don't craft for a bit. Well, I mean, I've kind of been working on stuff, but I can only work on it for a bit, and then I go do something else, and then, you know, it's that kind of a thing, so I have trouble focusing when I get like that. Too many things on my brain. I don't know about the rest of you, but I can only handle so many things on the brain. Because I'm already a ditz, so you add a bunch of stuff going on, and it's more than I can handle. That's bugging me. There's some ridges, so this might be interesting to get this to stick down all the way. I don't want it to have weird lumps and bumps and things. See? It's doing weird stuff. I've just been having fun every night working on those Halloween ladies. That's been a fun thing. I love the whole 1920s, you know, really early 1900s period. I love all that. So it's been fun doing those. Thinking up different ones because, like I said, I think those were meant to be costumes for theater. It was like a play or something. And so the costumes were for that. They weren't necessarily Halloween costumes. It's just the one pumpkin one made me think Halloween, and so then I got looking at them and I was like, I could, you know, change them up and make them into whatever I wanted. So, and that play or whatever it was 1918. The only thing is, like I said last time, some of the costumes were way too low, like, I mean, almost belly button level. It was like, yeah, I'm not doing it that way. I mean, it didn't really show anything, but it just looked so bizarre to have their, like, shirts all the way down around their belly button, basically. So I'm not sure what I want to do here yet. That might come with time, but I do like the pink in here, and so I can go ahead and glue this flap down so that it's a pocket. And what we might do is put a little notch in it just so it's clear to everyone that that's what it is. Just gonna eyeball it here, and that'll probably not be a great idea because, as you can see, I'm not super straight and stuff with all this. I do like these. That is a really nice way to ink. I like the way it feels in my hand, and I feel like I have good control. The only thing I don't like is that it drops little teeny bits, but these kind of do the same thing. So I guess, you know, either way you're going to end up with those little, and the reason those are bad is that they then when you go to wipe them off, sometimes they leave marks on your paper, and that irritates me. And I know there's this little flap, but I'm not really that worried about it because it's going to be inside the pocket. Hit it with some glue to get it to stick down a little better. Or I did not get the paper cut properly. The excellent part about making journals, because you can fix things, because some crafts are not that forgiving, I must say. And I've done a few different ones. I'm going to go ahead and put just a little clip at the fold. Just sort of helps hold it flat. So there's that. And then I'm not sure, like I said, what I want to do along there. Maybe we can find a piece of paper in one of these. I have this, and I'm thinking if there's some type of border. Sorry, I know this is real exciting today, guys. It's like I'm not, you know, really teaching you anything that you don't already know. But some days it's just kind of about what I need to get done, so. And I just thought it would be fun to turn on the camera since I'm working on it. You can at least craft along and do your own thing, do what you like to do. Gail just finished a journal, kind of like this, using my Diorio kit and my Antique Posy, both the add-on and the regular Antique Posy. That's pretty too. And it's beautiful. She just did a beautiful job. So I know loads of you already watch Gail, and you know, you don't need to hear it from me, but if you haven't seen it, you should go check it out, because she just does such lovely work. And she really mixed you know, several of her kits and a couple of different ones of mine, and it just turned out really neat. Her Orchardist digi, and then some of her doilies and things. It's just beautiful. In fact, I gotta go get one of her doily sets because it would go perfectly with this journal. I'm just going to do it there. I think that'll be fine. I like the softness of that. It kind of goes nicely with like these colors. This one's going to be much more girly than the last one I did, but I had so much fun making that last one. I don't know if I do it that way. I'm going to cut off, so let's turn it this way instead and go. Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I really liked making that. But yeah, her Diorio journal is gorgeous. Sorry, I've got to think, you know. Can't talk and do this at the same time. And I'm just going to cut it with scissors. Her and Rachel both just amaze me at the amount of journals that they can produce. It's crazy because it seems to take me ages. I mean, depending on the journal, obviously. And I know that, you know, I'm sure they have their times. In fact, Gail was saying that she felt like this one took her a while, but you know, she's doing that whole journal cover series as well, so it's like, well, yeah, of course it's going to take you a bit. But yeah, she did a beautiful job. And I love this journal cover series. You know, even though I make journals, I've only been making them for a little over a year. I mean, I did mini albums before that, so it's not like it's totally a foreign thing to me, but it is different. Scrapbooking I found to be much more confined, or like more parameters. Like it wasn't as free. This feels much freer to me. Like you can more do whatever you want, and it feels like it's good, you know. And I love using all the old images and papers and all that, and that, you know, with obviously scrapbooking when we were doing it in the 90s and stuff, you couldn't, everything with the acid free and all that, so you just really had to be careful what you used. And I mean, not that you don't now. If you're using real photos, you still need to worry about acid free. It's not like that's gone away. It's just we have a little bit more freedom now with all the digital stuff. So that makes it a little bit better, because obviously, you know, there's still acid and everything. It's just not quite as I don't know what you would call it, but I prefer this is what I'm trying to say. I love all the different styles that you can do, and I really don't like the way that's doing that. I do love my scrapbooks because, you know, they got the pictures of my kids and all that, and it's an awesome thing to have. I wish I would have kept up on it more after we moved from Nevada, because I really kind of didn't for a while my kids were little, and now they're bigger, and there's a lot of years in there that I haven't gotten to yet, so who knows if I ever will at this rate. But now it's like so easy to get the photos and just store them on your computer or whatever. But that does scare me sometimes, because I do worry about them like getting deleted, or I mean, we have them stored in multiple places, but still bothers me sometimes how much we rely on all that. Kind of crazy. I just want to make sure we get the edge here nice and glued down, and there are all the ripples and wrinkles in that cover, so kind of just the nature of that beast. But I do like the glitter on there. All right. Except for the glue oozing out all over. So there's a little gap right there. So I think I'm going to put this back on. Hopefully get rid of that, because we don't want gaps. That one's kind of got it too. So I think we finally have my husband's truck fixed. We went yesterday and picked it up after, you know, the axle was broken, when they told us it wasn't, or the insurance company, whoever the mechanic was that looked at it. Supposedly there was some kind of tool they didn't have, or machine that told diagnosis, or I don't even know. All I know is we drove that truck all the way down to California, and all over, and yeah, so I'm just really happy that we didn't end up in an accident or something. Another accident. It's called thanking your lucky stars for sure. Alright, so I think I'm going to stop there for today. I know that was very uneventful, but I just wanted to come back on and say thank you for all your support, and definitely for, you know, jumping on and saying that you liked the idea of those drawings, the digi with those drawings. Because, you know, I don't want to put stuff out and nobody likes it, so yeah, that means a lot that you guys tell me what you like or don't like or whatever. So I appreciate that, so I wanted to say thank you for that. And then I just wanted to show you what I am working on, and show you that really cool rose paper, because you know, you can get it at Home Depot, and it's just kind of a fun color that you could do lots of stuff with. So anyway, just another little idea of something to do, and I will see you again next time. It might be a bit, I'll try to get back on again this week, but I just don't know. Oh, this is that paper, Easy Mask. And so I'll just hold that for a second so you can see it. And Home Depot. So, alright, we will chat later, and if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Bye-bye now.